Hello again, everybody.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And his throw is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A give to Bell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. On the stop, Breeland speaks. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they... On second down, it's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No, check, Patriot!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payout they were looking for.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to grow their... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Thomas has it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Here we go now. Blue,
The give is to Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas with his second. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep here for... He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The gain of 39 that time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're going to look to throw. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. John Simon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll set up to throw. Dancing, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Bell. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone.
Interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Being chased out left. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now.
You have too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut.
Get out of my way. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
right, here we go. Boom, landed.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. This is Bell. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second. Offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll run it with Bell. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
No. Check. Patriot!
Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now let's go! Boom, landed!
Balaj. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big difference.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Foul, face mask, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force
First
was
down.
trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Let's go. 39, green, 39.
They'll get his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The quick slant caught. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Buying time to his left. Going deep here for Stills. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Dancing to his left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Buying time to his left. Finding room to the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas, his third touchdown of the game, number 1. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ohio!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, it's Bell, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Bell, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Buying time to his left. Going deep here for Still. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 56 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Hey.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Got some room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught here by Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a good...
you.